50,000 mosques out of the 75 mosques in Iran has been closed. 50,000, not 500, not 5,000, but 50,000 mosques in only one country called Iran has been closed. In this channel, we reveal what is happening in various countries concerning religion, and we speak mainly about Christianity and what God is doing in the world and how God is saving souls. Now let's turn to some magazines and read what is happening in various places. I'm not just saying it from my mind, but I'm quoting from some magazines. This one is Opt India. 50,000 out of the 75,000 mosques in Iran are closed. Top Iranian cleric expressed concern over the lowering interest of people in religion. And what religion is that? Is the Islamic religion. 50,000 out of the 75,000 mosques has been closed. Recently, the Iranian women's anti-hijab movement drew praise and support from all around the world while infuriating the country's Islamic leadership. Now, according to Mohammad Abolghassem Doulabi, out of the 75,000 mosques in the country, 50,000 has been shattered, reflecting a decline in the number of people who attended. On June 1st, he voiced concern about the alarming situation and said that the statistics will present a troubling admission for a country based on Islamic beliefs. Notably, Mullah Mohammed serves as the liaison between the administration of Sayyid Ebrahim Raisi, commonly known as Ibrahim Raisi, and the country's seminaries, as well as included in the Assembly of Experts, a deliberative body charged with selecting Iran's supreme leader. So this is what is happening, and this is the man. I want us to go to another channel. This is Iran International. I want us to go to it and see what is happening, because some people say that it is not true. The first session was Opt India, and Opt India is not an Islamic magazine or Islamic channel or Islamic paper. Now this one is Iran International. It says senior cleric claims religion in Iran weak. 50,000 mosques closed. That was 6 February 2023. This is this year. That is the name. Mohammad Abolghassem Doulabi, Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi's special representative in clerical affairs. A senior Iranian cleric says around 50,000 of the Iran's 75,000 mosques are closed, showing the declining number of Iranians attending. Expressing regret over the low numbers engaged in worship, Mohammed, who serves as the liaison between Ibrahim Raisi's administration and the country's seminaries, said on Thursday that the numbers are a worrying admission for a state built around the principles of Islam. So the man is saying that Islam is gradually dying in the Islamic Republic of Iran. And we know Iran are against people who are not Muslims. You see, and Iran has 75,000 mosques. And out of the 75,000 mosques, not 5 or 10 or 50 or 500 or 5,000, but 50,000 mosques has been closed by February of this year. What is happening? By February of this year, let's look at what is happening. Iran's one and satellite dish, we shall just buy new ones the next day. Because of what is happening in Iran, the Iranian police started attacking people and seizing their satellite dishes. Is because they were listening to Christians and other religious groups from outside Iran, and because of that, they realized that Islam is dying gradually in Iran. Iran's police have launched a new crackdown on satellite dishes, which many Iranians, especially in the capital, used to watch TV channels broadcasted from abroad. The police do this on a regular basis, but despite charging tactics, our observers in Tehran tell us that this is a losing battle. You see the vehicle? You see what is happening? They are throwing people into the tipper, the satellite dish, into the tipper. Iranian police have launched a new crackdown on satellite dishes, which many Iranians, especially in the capital, used to watch TV channels broadcasted from abroad. The police do this on a regular basis. But despite changing tactics, our observers in Tehran tell us this is a losing battle. So this is what is happening. They are losing. They are losing. The police don't even introduce themselves. Do you understand? Now the police, when they go in mufti, and then they go and seize people's gadgets, and then they bend them. On Tuesday, plainclothes police officers came to my apartment complex and asked one of the residents to open the door without even introducing themselves. They immediately went to our roof and ripped off the LBNs of the satellite dishes, including mine. They broke about 20 dishes on our roof and then hopped over to neighboring roof, where they broke about 50 to 60 more. When they were gone, I spoke to some of my neighbors, who all said they will call illegal satellite dish installers to bring them new dishes. So this is what the people are saying. They are saying whatever you do, you cannot stop us, because we will buy new dishes the next day. This is what is happening in Iran. This is what is happening in Iran. And I want you to watch this video of what they are doing to the people of. This is from CBS News.
Iran's president is calling for unity this morning after he baselessly blamed the U.S. and Israel for inciting protests across the country. They've been going on for weeks. The demonstrations show no signs of slowing down at all, and security forces are confronting protesters as part of a violent crackdown. Human rights groups say that at least 133 people have died so far, and police have arrested hundreds more who are outraged that 22-year-old Mahsa Amini died in the custody of the country's morality.
So people are demonstrating against the Iranian government, and it's not just politics, but there's something concerning religion. And then I will prove to you and I'll show to you what is happening. It will be in the next video, where you see Christians. More Muslims are coming to Christ and accepting Christ as their personal savior.
Police. Roxana Saberi has more.
Unprecedented scenes in the Islamic Republic of Iran. Schoolgirls across the country flouting the law. Some uncovering their hair, many even chanting death to the dictator. Calls for freedom are also spreading across universities. Everyone is out on the streets, this college student said in a video message on condition of anonymity. We have to keep going. They can't arrest all of us. Young people under the age of 25 appear to be fueling the protests, despite the regime's harsh crackdown.
Look at what is happening.
On Sunday, security forces besieged Tehran's elite Sharif University, where students had been protesting peacefully. The student union said armed plainclothes agents chased students down in a parking lot and brutally arrested several of them. Eyewitnesses said the ground was covered in blood.
They think that by using force.
So this is what is happening in Iran. They are just attacking the students, attacking elderly people, and so on, beating them, because they believe that if they don't stop them, Islam will die in Iran. This is a summary of the executive summary of the Iran constitution. It says the constitution and other laws and policies do not protect religious freedom, and in practice the government severely restricted religious freedom. The government's respect for and protection of the rights to religious freedom continue to deteriorate. Reports of government imprisonment, harassment, intimidation, and discrimination based on religious beliefs continue during the year. The constitution says that Jal al-Fari, Sharia Islam, is the official state religion. It provides that other Islamic denominations are to be accorded full respect, and officially recognize only 3 non-Islamic religious groups: Zoroastrians, Christians, and Jews are religious minorities. These three religions are allowed to practice freely under the constitution as long as their members do not proselyte. However, Christian pastor Yosef Nadakani remained jailed and sentenced to death for practicing his faith. The Muslims are saying that the Christians can go to their church. Do you understand? But what is happening? They said that you cannot proselyte, which means that you cannot tell anybody about Jesus Christ. You cannot tell them to come to Jesus Christ for them to have their salvation. And one pastor has been imprisoned for telling people about Christ. If I go to church and I don't tell people about Christ, then God should take me to heaven. Because why am I on earth? To tell people about Christ. And this is what that is what the Islamic, a summary of the Islamic constitution is saying. You see, the constitution and other laws are policies severely restrict freedom of religion. The constitution declares the official religion of Iran is Islam, and the doctrine followed is that of the Jalfari. The fourth article of the constitution states that all laws and regulations must be based on undefined Islamic criteria and official interpretation of the Sharia, that's the Islamic law. So this is what is happening. This is what is happening. They don't want people to just call themselves Christians and they go and tell other people that they should come to Christ. No, you can go to your church, but never tell anybody about who Jesus Christ is, or not invite, and don't invite any Muslim to come to church. This is what the people are doing. Now, what is happening in Iran? The people are living Islam in their numbers. They are living Islam in their numbers. Someone will say that, but if they have closed about 50,000 churches in Iran, don't they close churches in other countries also? If they have closed mosques, 50,000 mosques in Iran, don't they close churches in other countries? Oh yes. I'm not saying that some churches are not closed. Yes, when you go to UK, you go to UK, you go to America and so on, some churches have been closed. It says over 350 COFE churches at risk of closure in the next 5 years. There are suggestions that Church of the Anglican Church could face closure by 2026 as part of the proposed plans by the Church of England. A report by the church commissions who manage the church investments showed up to 368 church buildings could be at risk within the next 2 to 5 years. So yes, some churches are closing down. But you see what the sheikh, the imam said? He said in only Iran, out of the 75,000 mosques, 50,000 has been closed. 50,000 have been closed. So you see the difference. The difference is great. 50,000 has been closed. Why are people living Islam in Iran? Why are people living Islam in Iran? This is a question which was asked in Quora. This is a question which was asked in Quora. I see the youth. This is what some of the youth, they are demonstrating against their leaders. They are demonstrating against them. See the youth. And they have raised their finger, their left finger, against their leaders. This recent image from the University of Tehran, yes, it's happening in huge numbers. It's because Sharia Islam is very less radical compared to Sunni. Also, parents are less interested in forcing Islam on them. I, being a girl of 23, I'm also less interested in Islam. So many youth are leaving Islam. They are not becoming Muslims. There are several reasons, but as an ex-Muslim, this man Adam Wadi is an ex-Muslim. He's saying the reason why people are leaving Islam. He says there are several reasons, but as an ex-Muslim myself and someone who wrote a book about the topic, the top 10 probably are, he's giving the 10 reasons why he believes Islam is dying gradually. He says the Quran. He says it is inaccurate, ambiguous, and inadequate. That's the first reason. The second reason is the hadith is unreliable. The third reason is Prophet Muhammad is a questionable role model. That is what this ex-Muslim is saying. The fourth is the prophets are unbelievable stories concerning Adam, Noah, Moses, and Jesus. And he said the fifth reason why Islam is dying is that science, evolution, the Big Bang, which the Muslims are saying concerning what something like Muhammad was able to divide the moon into two, they are all fake. He says women are treated unequally in Islam. According to your hadith, he says that the mind of a single man is bigger than two women. This is what, so women are not equal to men in Islam. The seventh reason why he says Islam is dying is the Sharia law. There are archaic rules to follow in modern world. The fifth is they discriminate against gays and lesbians. Do you understand? Even though I know some Muslims imams who are in the mosque, who are gays. I know. If you go to my Facebook, I did a post about it. In one of these, I'll bring it. There are some gays who are imams and they are in the mosque. The ninth reason is apostasy, because they punish people for leaving Islam. When people leave the church or leave Christ, Christians, we don't punish them. We don't do anything to them. We just speak to them that they should come back. But in Islam, when you become an ex-Muslim, they will decide to kill you, because that is what the Quran says. The 10th reason is because censorship. They silence anything that needs to be criticized. In Christianity, you can criticize people are behaving insulting Jesus Christ and speak things against Jesus Christ. They insult pastors and so on. But when you do that in Islam, they have censoring process. It's something that I wrote on Facebook, and I want you to read it. In Iran, most of the people are leaving Islam. I wrote this on Facebook some years ago. That is 2020, 3 years ago. This is what I wrote. In Iran, most of the people are leaving Islam. I will not be surprised this happening. What is going to happen in the next 2 to 5 years? One, I said I won't be surprised. These things are going to happen in Iran in the next 2 to 5 years. One, the president of Iran will not be a Muslim and will encourage other religions. He will say Iran is now a democratic country and not an Islamic republic. 3, many people will now come out and say, even though you sometimes see us in the mosque, we are actually Christians and atheists. We act like Muslims because we do not want to be killed by the other Muslims. So this is what I wrote on Facebook. Iran has the fastest growing church despite no buildings, and is mostly led by women. On the next video, I will speak about this, and you see what is happening. That Christianity, when you talk of church, the fastest growing church or the fastest growing place where people are becoming Christians is Iran. It's not in America or UK or in my country, Ghana. It is Iran. See me in the next video, and may God bless you. I pray that God will speak to you. God will touch you. If you're a Muslim, may God touch you. If you don't know anything about Christ, I ask that you give your heart to Jesus Christ as your personal Savior and Lord. May God bless you. May God touch you. May God heal you if you are sick. And if you have a question, go into the comments box and ask the question. I'm Dr. Botwe-Chrysolite. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to share. And I want you to like. May God bless you. See you. Bye-bye.